Good morning, 4:37. Turning to farm news now. The Environmental Protection Agency causing a little anxiety for farmers in the last few months. Well, the U.S. Senate now crafting legislation to take care of yet another potential EPA problem for farmers. The Sensible Environmental Protection Act would reverse a 2009 federal court decision directing the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency to require permits from applicators who spray over navigable waters. Many mosquito control officials and some farmers are currently required to obtain National Pollution Discharge Elimination System permits for certain pesticide applications. EPA estimated the permitting requirements affect at least 365,000 applicators who perform millions of applications annually. Aquatic applicators without permits are currently subject to fines of up to $37,500 a day. Similar legislation to address this has also been introduced in the House. Now, although the announcement was nearly 2 weeks ago, the dust has far from settled for the EPA's Waters of the U.S. rule. Most ag groups and lawmakers expect the rule to be dealt with first in the courts. But in the meantime, work continues in Congress.
You know, we recently passed a repeal bill in the House of Representatives, a large bipartisan vote, 261 votes as a matter of fact. So while not a two-thirds majority, a very large, healthy majority, to repeal it and force the EPA and the Corps back to the drawing board and do the things they were supposed to do in the first place, like consult states and local governments and landowner groups and other stakeholders. I think that's important. Yeah. We will continue to use the appropriations process as best we can. We've already, in this year's water and energy appropriations bill, put a prohibition on using any of the funds to enforce the rule. So we'll see what the Senate does, but we'll continue to have legislative solutions while at the same time duking it out in court.
The American Soybean Association says language in the rule that EPA says it will use to determine which small bodies of water connect to a larger one exceeds the intent of Congress and the rulings of the Supreme Court. The American Soybean Association says the nexus test leaves enough interpretation that it could be applied to unlimited bodies of water. A fly infestation creating the wrong kind of buzz in Asante County, Minnesota. Neighbors say things are so bad they can't even spend time outdoors. The county says manure is to blame. Reporter John Lauritsen tells us it's not the manure, it's what's in it.
Creepy. It's annoying. It's just really creepy.
The porch attached to Dave and Phyllis Lundquist's home is designed to keep mosquitoes out. Instead, it seems to be keeping the flies in.
Well, we're seeing hundreds and hundreds of blowflies is what I've been told is what they are, and I've been told they can lay up to 1,000 eggs apiece.
And they aren't just in the porch. They're all over their property. The Lundquists say it's what a farmer had in his manure that caused this blowfly takeover.
Maggots, garbage, food waste, and the manure.
The county says the farmer began hauling manure this past winter and left it until the spring. Flies developed over time, and when the zoning office saw garbage in the manure, they asked the farmer to hold off. But they say he spread the manure anyway. And this is how bad it's gotten on County Road 42. From a distance, this looks like blacktop, but as you get closer, you can see this road is covered in flies. Dawn Strandy says her son is getting married on their property in a few months, and she's worried the infestation will still be here.
We have this beautiful wedding planned, and I can't even, my husband and I can't even get outside and work on our yard because we're just swarmed by these things.
But everyone agrees the Hansen family may be in the worst shape of all. They live right across the street from where the manure was spread. Their house is covered, and opening their mailbox has become an adventure.
It's not 10 or 12, it's 100 of them hitting you at a time. It's impossible to do what you want to do around here.
Now, the county says they are looking into possible ways to get rid of the flies. They're also looking at possibly taking legal action against the farmer. David Lundquist said he would like to see an ordinance passed to keep manure from sitting on a property for months at a time. Time is 4:41. Time now for Iron Monday, the latest machinery news, brought to you by Degelman, inviting you to take a look at their ProTill field cultivator. Okay, let's take a look at it. Hopefully you are done with your spring tillage for seedbed preparation, and hopefully you're happy with how your fields look. If not, you may have been missing one of three components: weight, speed, and horsepower.
it's the results in the field that have trumped everything else. We can talk about the individual gang systems, we can talk about all of the pounds per square foot, but really it's just coming back with great feedback on how well it's going into the field and either busting up your sod, fixing sloughs, tire ruts, preparing a great seed bed for you in the spring, and again, managing your residue in the fall. It starts working really good at about 8 miles an hour. It starts working excellent at 10 miles an hour. So it truly is a high-speed disc. The faster you can pull it, the better you're going to see results in the field. With that comes horsepower requirements. 33-foot unit, you're going to want about 450 horsepower minimum. When you get to a 40-footer, you're looking at that 500, 550 to see that performance. There's no greasing on the bearings themselves, so that's going to reduce a lot of your maintenance. And our system is designed really to accompany rocks as well as any machine on the market, so you're going to find less downtime just based on the way that it's designed and manufactured.
And that video, by the way, is from ProTill being used in Kazakhstan on a farm. And in about 2 weeks, they'll be introducing smaller, narrower versions of the ProTill field cultivator. All right, time is 4:43. Coming up next, a check of the full forecast, how much rain and where, and what's left of that rain at the moment.